Perhaps nothing says Minnesota like the locally produced outdoor show Minnesota Bound. It's been around for decades, and now, as Boyd Hooper reports, it's hitting a major milestone.
In the mass of people at the Minnesota State Fair are those who arrive just knowing where they are bound.
If you have money, you can go in.
The jokes have been around a while. As fall sweater comfortable
Say walleye.
is the man who's telling them.
Now, here's your host.
Ron Schara welcomed television viewers to this first episode of Minnesota Bound 26 years ago.
Here we go. How was it out there, Raven? Huh? Pretty good?
Now the show he launched
Welcome to my place.
is about to reach a milestone.
All right, Richie.
Its 1,000th episode.
I tell people I'm not trying to teach you how to catch a fish on Sunday night. We're telling stories about interesting people. We're telling stories about interesting places. That's the secret to the show. Plus, you know, I'm damn good looking. I mean, that didn't hurt.
Good looks for years wasted. As Ron told his stories as the Star Tribune's first outdoors columnist. Approached by Carol
We
Levin,
might have the highest pheasant population.
Ron
in 30
first
years.
launched Minnesota Bound as a weekly newscast segment.
See the difference between the bass and sunny, guys?
Then pitched a half-hour show to the station's general manager,
If you're like me, you just can't wait to get out in the woods.
who promptly turned him down.
He sent down the message, can't do it, I don't think, we can't afford to do that show. He said, well, you produce it, we'll sell it, and I'll buy it from you and you'll own it. Bingo.
With ownership, Ron and his first employee, producer Joe Harowitz, invented a format that's remained for the most part intact.
We're gonna see one.
An outdoor show with stories aimed at a broad audience.
Minnesota Bound.
I love the show. It makes me feel good.
Oh, thank you.
This is my buddy Raven.
A show with an accidental co-star.
And I'm sitting there talking to Joe Harowitz. What should the set look like? Should I sit by the fireplace like all the old outdoor shows?
You know, we're going to begin tonight.
My wife spouts up and says, why don't you have Raven sit next to you?
What would you think, Raven?
3 generations of Ravens co-hosted with Ron, each wearing the signature red bandana Ron initially snagged from a hook in his hallway, simply to provide a contrasting color for the camera.
Little did we know, we had created an icon at that moment that's lasted dozens of years.
The third Raven died in 2020, 2 years after Ron retired from his hosting duties,
So now it's time for this big announcement.
and handed the reins to the show's longtime reporter Bill Shirk and Ron's daughter, Laura.
I'm so proud of my dad and what he started, and we hope we carry on that same tradition. I think that is our goal of keeping the essence of what the show is.
Today, Ron Schara Productions employs 24 people,
Destination Polaris, we do.
producing 7 different programs
Flush, we love.
scattered across broadcast, cable, and streaming, all spawned by the original.
It's one guy and his dog in a very quiet place in Minnesota.
One guy
You're just buying one calendar?
with a knack for telling a joke
Don't you have any friends?
and a story.
In your corner, girl. That a girl.
1,000 shows and bound for more.
It's been quite a ride.
Boyd Hooper, Carol Levin News.
Minnesota Bound.
Though retired from hosting, Ron Schara still contributes segments on the show. Minnesota Bound will mark its 1,000th episode this weekend with a 1-hour primetime special. You can watch it Saturday night from 7 to 8 p.m. right here on KARE 11.